Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome along to Meditate In. I'm coming live to you from Melbourne, and it's a great day here today. So I hope you've got good weather where you are, and you've had a great day so far. The music we're listening to is from Spirit and Nature from the album Breathing Space. As you know, I promote Simply Stillness meditation, and Simply Stillness meditation is the easiest meditation in the world, and it's very good for you. It's a very effective style of meditation, and I know a lot of people out there occasionally have problems with meditation and trying to adapt to the Eastern traditions of meditation. Simply Stillness is just the basics of meditation, and in fact we only need the basics because meditation is very natural to human beings. In fact, it's so natural to human beings, I'm surprised that we all don't meditate, but all creatures and animals meditate all the time. Well, not all the time, but every so often you'll see creatures come to a place of stillness, and within that stillness they are meditating. So it's about stillness, it's about becoming still physically, and then allowing that physical stillness to spread into the mind, so you have mindful stillness as well. And I just want to talk briefly about meditation, the Simply Stillness approach to meditation. If you're interested, you can contact me after this session, and I do online classes, or if you happen to be living in Melbourne, I can do them live as well. But Simply Stillness meditation has three main aspects that make up Simply Stillness meditation, and those three aspects, well, predominantly the first one is stillness, and I just talked about that a minute ago. Stillness is a very, very special aspect of life in a way. Life is really about movement, and so stillness tends to be quite a different part of life, but in being different, we have a totally different experience of life, and so it brings us in harmony and in tune with our spiritual nature, which is in stillness. The music, of course, is another difference in this meditation. Music, you can meditate without music, but music gives you that journey kind of feeling, and if you keep the music low, you'll find that it really does enhance your meditation. So I think it's a case of use the music when you're comfortable. When you'll be meditating for a while, you don't have to use the music. You'll be able to maintain that depth of relaxation without the music. So, but in the first instance, music becomes very critical to being able to stay in a deep meditative state and remain there for at least 20 minutes. In fact, Simply Stillness promotes a 20-minute meditation. If you can get there, 15 minutes is fine. 20 minutes a day is a really great thing to do. And the third thing about Simply Stillness meditation, and perhaps the most controversial when it comes to traditional meditation, the goal is to clear the mind and have a totally still mind with no thoughts. But with meditation, and particularly with us people living in the Western world, that's not an easy thing to achieve. So I've created an approach where it's almost like a reverse psychology, but actually it has some spin-offs which are really, really good for releasing stress and maintaining a healthy attitude toward meditation. And that is that you don't try and do anything with your thoughts. You actually have your thoughts in your meditation, and that actually, I've always believed that thoughts are signposts along the way. All our thoughts are important. To try and cut them off and make meditation something without thinking may well sound good on paper, but it's not very practical to the Western mind. And as I said earlier, there are some good points. Think about when you're thinking in life. Think about when you do most of your thinking, you're actually multitasking. You know, you could be driving to work, you could be working, you could be having a shower, cooking, getting dressed. The whole gamut of activities you do through the day are done alongside thinking. And if you think about that, then what happens to our thoughts as a result is that we tend not to think very deeply. And what this creates is a kind of a background mode for thinking, where you never actually quite get to the depth of your thought, because we practice every day just thinking just below the surface. When you meditate and when you think during your meditation, you'll find that you can go a lot deeper inside your thoughts. And in fact, there's a real problem-solving advantage in there. A lot of people carry around problems that actually they could solve if they meditated and thought about them, because the meditation allows that deep thought, and often there'll be resolution as a result of being in a deep state of relaxation while you're thinking. So I guess that you could say that meditation is more of a contemplation in the first instance. But you'll find if you don't resist your thoughts, and if you just allow your thoughts to be there and have your thoughts, you'll find that you will start to relax, and your mind will start to calm down as a result of the music vibration, and you'll go into some very deep thoughtless states between your thoughts. And I personally believe it's a much better way of meditating, and you'll get that mindful stillness without trying to make anything happen. So meditation then becomes a flowing practice rather than a practice where you have to do this or you have to do that. So just allow things to evolve, and you'll get all the answers you need in life. So I'm glad to see a few viewers out there, and welcome to Meditate In. Today's special, we have a kind of a feature track for each Meditate In, and the track you're listening to at the moment is actually from a New Eden. It started off from Breathing Space, but this is actually from a New Eden. Very shortly I'm going to begin the meditation, and I'm going to be using the track Serenade, and it's from the album Serenade, and it's a very, very peaceful track. It's a very beautiful track, and it has a very calming, flowing effect about it. In fact, the whole album of Serenade was very much an angelic album, and I remember at the time when I wrote it, it was around about 1992, that there were, I could sense there were kind of angelic presences around me while I was writing this music, and they hung around me for quite a while until I finished the album. So it's probably at least about 6 months, and they were around all the time. And this is when I was living in Auckland. So you might pick up that energy in this particular music. So we'll leave that to you anyway. So here we go. So the first thing to do is to make yourself comfortable in your chair, and because if we're going to maintain stillness over a period of 20 minutes, then you want to be comfortable. You don't want to be kind of jiggering around trying to get comfortable, because that creates movement, and movement will bring you back out of your meditation. So make sure you've got a nice comfortable chair, and if you've got a computer chair, make sure you're sitting firmly in it and your feet are flat on the floor. Your hands should be gently resting in your lap. You don't have to do anything with your fingers, just tip your face and have them resting gently in your lap, and that's the stance for meditation. And then just relax. So we're going to begin the meditation by taking a deep breath, and I'll start playing the music of Serenade. Here we go. Take that deep breath in now, like a big sigh breath. And breathe a long flowing breath out. And now take another deep breath right to the end. And as you breathe out, I want you just to let all the tensions and stresses and anything that is keeping you away from being here now, just let all that go as you breathe out. And feel yourself kind of sinking into your chair as you do so. Make sure you're nice and comfortable. And you can begin that stillness now. So you want to become completely still in your body. But your mind is allowed movement. So movement in terms of the mind is your thoughts. So just as you have your eyes closed now, just allow your thoughts to pass by. Whatever thoughts are there are signposts on your journey ahead. So just allow those thoughts to circulate. If you want to stop one of them and think about a thought, well, that's fine. Just try and maintain that stillness for as long as you can, for hopefully 20 minutes. And if you feel any tension at all building up in your body, just allow that tension to be breathed out. So just take a breath and breathe the tension out if you need to at any time during your meditation. Seeing as we've got our eyes closed, I'm going to turn the camera off, but you'll see an image on the screen if you haven't opened your eyes. And I'll bring you out of your meditation in about 15 minutes from now. You'll hear my voice again. So enjoy your meditation. Feel stillness. very easily, I want you to begin coming out of your meditative state. You get and your toes. Take a deep, a slow breath in. Bring in some oxygen. And take about a minute or so before you open your eyes. The music will continue. Really, having the children play on the inner child, and you're very welcome to contact me and how that meditation went, and if you've got any questions at all. Thank you for meditating today. I just want to mention that that music was from Serenade. The menu button on the left hand, it's got three. If you click that, a menu will come down on the right side of your screen, and down there you'll see a link if you want to download that meditation of Serenade. So you can do that. And I just wanted to mention, the overall effects of meditating together. And, that's what we're doing here, is we're meditating as a group. So the positive effects of meditation, the individual, population, the collective effect of meditation become quite a big phenomenon. And the reason for that is that if you look at what meditation does, meditation improves health, including physical, emotional, mental, every cell of our body, field of our consciousness, which is all around us. In other words, we experience ourselves feeling more healthy and more vibrant. We meditate daily, and that's a really important point. So if we take and translate each of those cells into a human being and the human body into the population of humanity, we get the same effect. Our individual consciousness becomes the collective consciousness of all humans and of all humanity as a whole. To most people, human consciousness as a collective, at a collective level, is largely unexperienced, but its effects are pronounced through the boundaries we set and accept as a human race today. If meditation were to become a popular practice worldwide, the peace generated through each person would contribute to a transformation of the human boundaries and acceptances. Each person alive would be affected in a positive way. The world would feel like a much happier place. Within that positive feeling, we would act with more compassion and more kindness toward each other. We would naturally support initiatives that contributed to life being a more fulfilling experience. And we would end the existence of poverty, crime and violence through the creation of an abundant marketplace. A vibrant, inclusive economy that equally benefited all people would grow out of the innate creative contribution that each person naturally brings to the world through meditation. So I just want to see meditation become a popular activity, just like cleaning your teeth. So that's all from me today. Our next meditator will be at the same time, depending on where you're living. Jeff, joining me in meditation today. Invite your friends on Tuesday night, and if you'd like to be part of the meditation guest audience, and that we can have up to 10, make sure you email me and I'll send you back an invitation. In top 10, just like now, you can talk to me and your image will come up on the screen and we can have a conversation. So thank you again, and remember, stay relaxed and keep being yourself. That's the most important thing. Bye for now.